I'm Dr. Harriet Rojas, and I'm the Division Chair of the DeVoe Division of Business for the College of Arts and Sciences here at Indiana Wesleyan University. It's important to distinguish between the on-campus program and the College of Adult and Professional Studies because we both have the moniker of DeVoe in our names. In the main campus, we have about 350 students that are studying one of our 6 majors. So we have accounting, business administration, entrepreneurship, finance, management, and marketing. And students can major in one of those, or they can actually double major because of the way that our core classes count. So it's not unusual for students in our division to have a double major, and we do have students who will double major with business administration and something else on campus. One of the things that we highly believe in our program is that students need to have a global awareness. So one of our key learning outcomes for our division is that students become more and more prepared to live within a global society. We do that a number of ways. One of the ways that we have done that is to say all of our students should have some kind of global experience throughout their program. So we have certain classes that will have a component in which the students have to learn about what's going on in the rest of the world. And then every May term we take a trip, an international business class, that we take to different quadrants around the world. We've kind of sectored off the globe in 4 quadrants, and we've taken students to a variety of places. We never go to the same place twice in succession. We've taken students to Honduras, to Peru and South America, to Thailand, to Nepal, to Austria, to Spain, England, Ireland, Scotland. This next year we're looking at New Zealand. It's either going to be New Zealand or Hong Kong. And then another component that we have for all of our students is an experiential learning component. All of our majors have to do a 150-hour internship that they will take sometime after they've been fully accepted into our division. We have a pre-admit to the division, so all students, when they start our program, come in as a pre-major, so they would be pre-accounting or pre-business administration. And then there are 7 courses that the students have to take, and they have to pass those with at least a C or higher in order to be accepted into our division, and then we evaluate each of those. Those 7 classes are the Foundations of Business, Accounting Principles 1, Accounting Principles 2, Microeconomics, Macroeconomics, Marketing Principles, and Management Principles. So once the student has completed those, and we very strongly want them to complete those in the first 4 semesters, then they can be accepted into the division. There's a process by which they have to apply. They have a little bit of a portfolio that they present to us and have a one-on-one interview with their major advisor to be accepted into the division. Once they are, then they can take the other classes at the upper level. That 150-hour experiential component can be either done through an internship or service learning, or our international business class also counts as one of those. And they have to be fully accepted into the division in order to be able to do that. And if they have more than one major, they need to do the 150 hours for each major that they have. That's a very positive thing that we've instituted. And ideally, the student is going to be able to have future employment as a result of the internship. One of the other things that we talk about in experiential learning is that we have several student-run businesses on campus. McConn is the most well-known. That's not one that comes under the jurisdiction of our division. However, it's mostly our students who run that particular business. And they will do anywhere from $750,000 in sales upward each year, which is pretty significant for a coffee house, especially one that's only running traditionally about 8 months a year. So one of the businesses is located close to facility services, and it's called IW Mart, and that's a business that whenever a building is either retrofitted or if they're doing something to maybe tear down a building and build another building, which we're kind of famous for here at IW, all of the furnishings will go into a surplus. That surplus then gets decided whether or not it's going to be sold off through our facilities area or if it's going to be sold through IW Mart. And traditionally, the things that get sold down there would be chairs, office equipment, file cabinets, certain kinds of things. And it's actually sold at about 5% of what the original cost was. So the idea is that we would be able to recycle those kinds of things, and local businesses have taken opportunity to avail themselves of that. Nonprofits in particular can buy good, sturdy equipment and not have to pay a whole lot of money. Student Center, we have the two businesses that come under the IW.biz moniker. One of those is Wild Cuts, which is a beauty salon, and the other one currently is New Under the Sun. The idea being that our students would be the ones that would operate those during the year, would have the opportunity to learn all facets of the business. So many of our students, some of our classes actually work with those businesses. And the idea was not only to give our students an experiential component, but also to allow them to amass some funds that we could then use to generate scholarships for the division. And happy to report that we have both an endowed scholarship and an annual scholarship that are for business students that come from the proceeds of those three businesses. It'd be fun to talk about the success of our graduates. We are really starting to do something pretty exciting, and as soon as it's available, I'm going to show you. But probably about mid-September, we have a mobile app that will be available, and it will actually come through the two app stores currently on the iPhone and Android platforms. Students will be able to do a lot with that app. And that app actually is the brainchild of one of our graduates who graduated here in 2011, Santiago Jaramillo. And Santiago started this business, Bluebridge, and as he left, I told him at some point in time I wanted to work with him on this. And Santi was just written up in Forbes magazine. They just got a $2 million component into their business. So, and he's certainly not alone. We have several students who have really, really done well. So part of what we're trying to do with our new mobile app is to connect with our alumni and have them continue to help tell us what they're doing. Our students are prepared for grad school. We have a high percentage of our students who do go on to grad school very successfully. Most of those go into MBA programs. And we're very proud of the fact that the students who graduate with degrees in accounting and who plan to sit for the CPA, that not everyone who majors in accounting wants to become a certified public accountant, but those that do, the percentage rate for the IW grads who are sitting for the CPA is 14 percentage points higher than the national average. And if people understand, a percentage or two is significant. To have 14% higher than the national average is phenomenal. So we attribute that to the fact that all of our accounting courses are taught by our two CPAs who teach those programs. And one of our accounting professors has been the head of the entire State Association of CPAs. And all of the faculty who teach in the division have prior experience teaching in their area, not only teaching but also working in the areas of their expertise. So all but one with a terminal degree, and we're very proud of each and every one of them, and that's probably about enough.